Hey, it's Rachel from freescrapbookingideasandvideos.com. I was able to spend a little extra time today on this baby album that I'm working on. Um, let's see, usually I try to do things in about 30-minute increments, usually, 30 minutes in the evening. This I probably spent about an hour. So I was able to finish one page, and then I kind of thought out some of the other pages and started putting in the background papers, like cutting them and putting them in. If you remember from the last video from yesterday, I was kind of using one of my other mini albums as a guide, just in picking papers. And so basically what I did was I used a paper pack from Colorblock, and it is it says mixed media pack. Now it's called the romance pack, which is kind of funny because I've used it for a baby album, but the colors were just nice and soft and went really well with my photos. So I'll show you some of the different papers that I'm going to use. So this is the first page I was able to get done, and here are some of the other papers. You can see they're not necessarily baby, but I just liked the soft colors. And you might remember too, I was telling you I was going to use some paper bags. So I haven't done these pages, I just sort of thought about them. This is where I'm going to do some journaling, I think, about the week before Noah was born. But you can see I just wanted to include some of these things, but didn't want to actually lay them out on the page. So I'm just going to make a little paper bag pocket, probably embellish that, and put that in this page right here. So anyways, I'll just kind of show you. I decided to give all of the pages a similar look by rounding the corners on all of them. And I really like that. I've never done that for the main background paper in any album, but I think it looks nice. Here's the next page. And once again, these are not finished. I just placed the background papers in, sort of thought through that a little bit. I did think that would be fun to put actually on there. There's another pocket. I'm going to put some things in there. So that's as far as I got. I was able to actually finish that first page and then just start placing the papers. So that was my work for today. Like I said, usually I do it in about 30 minutes at a time, but this was probably an hour's worth, maybe an hour and a half. So you can, I'll be continuing to be working on this, and so I'll just encourage you, this album, you'll probably notice in some of those photos, the pictures are from 2003, and I've probably had the supplies for it for, I don't know, 6 years. So just because they've been sitting around forever doesn't mean that you can't finally finish them. Just start a little bit at a time. It's so easy to make fun of ourselves and, oh man, I can't believe I never did that, and get all bogged down in it. In fact, I almost kind of got bogged down when I was working on it today, and I just thought, no, I'm just going to do a little bit. And if with that mindset, it really does eventually get done, just a little bit at a time. So maybe 30 minutes is too much for you. I know Fly Lady talks about doing 15 minutes. I used to do a lot of things in shorter increments, but I've kind of, a lot of times I'll do 30 minutes and then take maybe a 10-minute break. That's something else too. I don't know if you guys have this happen to you, but sometimes if I do something longer than 30 minutes, I get kind of too into it, is what I call it, and I get kind of lost in it and can't see the forest for the trees. And I felt that happening to me today because I was spending more time than I usually do. So, just kind of getting overwhelmed by it or overthinking it. Well, this doesn't really look good, and just kind of getting discouraged. So I made myself get up and do something else and think about something else. And then when you come back to it, you can kind of see the forest for the trees. So I've learned a lot from Fly Lady in that. If you don't know who that is, you can check out flylady.net. She just talks about perfectionism and helps you get your house in order, and talks about using a timer. So I do that a lot for most things in my life, but scrapbooking is one of them. So that's kind of a major rabbit trail there, but just some encouragement. If you have some projects that are hanging over your head, just try the 15 minutes at a time. Don't think you have to do the whole thing. Just like I broke it down into baby steps last night. I kind of chose, chose what I was going to use, and then today I sort of got a general overall feel for it, and then I'll be filling in the details as we go. So, anyways, thanks a lot. If you want to see how this ends up, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be updating a little bit at a time. And then I'll be probably putting it as a permanent page on my website over at freescrapbookingideasandvideos.com. Thanks.